Alright guys, what's going on? It's Shram here, and welcome back to another video I got for you guys today. Today we are going to be attempting to rebuild the Green Bay Packers, even though they don't really need to be rebuilt. This is more of a reload, I guess you can think of it as. I'm not going to title it a reload just because that's what Jerome and Bangle title their videos. I don't know, I don't want to copy them too much, but obviously the Packers don't need a rebuild. Like, none of these teams remaining need a rebuild, or honestly, like the past 5 teams I've done, not really many of them need one, but I want to give a quick shout out to Kim. She's usually up in my comment section, commenting all that good stuff, and she suggested that I rebuild the Packers next, so thank you very much. If you guys want me to do any other team, let me know. As long as it's one I have not done already, I will definitely do it. Of course, this is the Packers team. Very good offense. Like, that's pretty much what this team's all about. Like, Aaron Rodgers and this amazing wide receiver core. Decent running back. I'll probably trade for a different one if I'm honest. I might actually trade Martellus Bennett too, just because he's 29 years old. He will regress very significantly by next year, and I think Richard Rodgers is plenty good enough. Very good offensive line. I mean, they lost J.C. Treader, which sucks a little bit. They lost T.J. Lang. That's the other guy. I forgot his name. They lost him. He was very good, but other than that, they still have a very good offensive line. And the defense isn't the greatest, but it's not horrible, I guess. They just don't have the best secondary. Honestly, Clinton Dix is very good. Morgan Burnett's pretty good, but their cornerbacks are rather weak. I'm pretty sure they did draft a cornerback, if I am not mistaken. I think they did. Decent linebackers, though, but Clay Matthews is probably going to go, and a decent defensive line. I don't know how Kenny Clark played, but I know he's a rookie, in this game. I don't know how he played, though. I'm not sure if, he played well or not, but Mike Daniels obviously is still really good. The defensive tackle position is kind of rough for them. But anyway, I'm going to get into some trades. Lance Kendricks, Clay Matthews, and a 3rd rounder for Tavon Austin, who's going to play running back for us, and a 2nd rounder from the Rams. Devon House, something Elliott, I don't really remember this guy's first name, and Jake Ryan for the Jets' 1st, 2nd, and 5th rounders. I didn't really want to get rid of Jake Ryan, but I think Blake Martinez is good enough, so that's okay with me. Martellus Bennett, Jordy Nelson, and Ricky Jean-Francois for the Giants' 1st rounder, and Sterling Shepard. McCray and Spriggs for the Bengals' 1st rounder. LaTroy Guion, I never knew how to pronounce that guy's name, and Quentin Rollins, who I moved up to strong safety, along with a 3rd rounder next year for David DeCastro and Jerron Hargrave. This is the team going into the first season. I think this offense is amazing. This offense should put up a lot of points. I'm sad we lost Jordy Nelson, but he was getting old, and I really do like Jordy Nelson. I think he's a great wide receiver, but for rebuild purposes, I don't think I want to keep him. I know Aaron Rodgers is also really old, but it's Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he's going to be fine for the next couple of years. I'm okay with keeping him. Tavon Austin went up to a 90 if you put him in the right scheme. Speed halfback makes him go up to a 90. If he's a power back, that's what the Packers normally have here. If he's a power back, he's an 81. So he goes up 9 overall points by going in the right scheme. I'm going to have Devontae Adams at the number 1 and Randall Cobb at the number 2, just because I see Devontae Adams more as a number 1 wide receiver and Randall Cobb as more of a number 2. I don't know. That's just the way I kind of view the Packers. Jordy Nelson obviously is the number 1, but then I think Randall Cobb's the slot and Devontae Adams is the number 2. I don't know. That's just how I see it. Sterling Shepard's going to be playing the slot for us. Very good offensive line, I think. Brian Bulaga is the only question mark just because he is sort of old. He's like 27, so he might actually have to go after this season. I'm not sure, though. I think Richard Rodgers is fine at tight end. I think he's going to be, nearly as good as Martellus Bennett after this year. But Morgan Burnett is in the same boat as Brian Bulaga. He is 27 years old as well. I might need to replace him in the draft. The linebackers are actually pretty decent. The D-line is not the greatest, but I think it can get by if I draft or trade for some people next year. And then cornerbacks, I really need another cornerback. So this is the team. I'm going to adjust the sliders, and then I'll see you guys at the midseason mark. At the midseason mark here, we are 4-3. I actually expected this team to do a bit better, considering we were 2-0 by week 3, but that's okay. We have to bring back Nick Perry, who I think is like the only guy that I'm going to bring back. Is he coming back to the team? He is coming back to the team, but like nobody else here I really want. I don't think they're really worth it. So I'm going to let them go there. We have a bunch of scouting points. I don't know why I singled out on that. We always have 344 scouting points. That was a really dumb thing to say, but that's me. Here's the offense. I'm all over the place right now. But here's the offense. Not looking bad. Check out the defense, though. Blake Martinez, 5.3K. Not bad. That was the only guy I looked at because he's a rookie. I guess Kenny Clark is a rookie, too, and so is Javon Hargrave. So not doing badly for either of those guys. But let's check out the division here. Are we at the top? No, we are not. The Lions are 7-1. They have a very good season so far. They're having a very good season so far. So I'm going to scout these players, and then I will send them to the end of the season. Would you look at that? We actually made the playoffs. We actually clutched out very well at the end of the season, because at like week 15 or 14, I think we were 7-6. So it's actually kind of clutch that we ended up making the playoffs. But the Lions went 13-3. They did very well. In the preseason, though, we only won one game. At least we beat the Browns, though. That's good. Regular season, we went on a 2-game win streak, lost to the Lions and the Giants and the Cowboys. Then we beat the Bears, the Falcons, and the Colts. Then we lost to the Titans and the Redskins, beat the Eagles, Texans, got destroyed by the Seahawks, and then we won out. These last 3 games, we actually did very well. We actually beat the Lions, too. That's pretty huge. Let's check out the stats, though, not the news. I actually did click down. I know I did. I think Big Ben won MVP or something. Yeah, it looks like, I think that was Big Ben. But Aaron Rodgers, how did you play, my man? 4,600 yards, 36 touchdowns, 20 picks. That's a lot of interceptions, but a good amount of yards and touchdowns. So, I mean, maybe if he can get the interceptions down next season, it would be a lot better. I mean, it would be. Tavon Austin, though, 18 touchdowns, 1,300 yards. 4 fumbles is quite a bit, but 18 touchdowns is a lot. Devontae Adams, 1,300 yards, 12 touchdowns. Huge season from him. Randall Cobb even did pretty decently. Pretty much 900 yards and 6 touchdowns isn't bad. Richard Rodgers didn't do badly, and then Sterling Shepard didn't do that well, but like not horribly, I guess. I mean that's decent, I guess, for a rookie. Sacks very good, very low. That's good to see. Blake Martinez though, 137 tackles is a lot. Nick Perry 110 tackles for loss, 14 from Mike Daniels and 10 from Kenny Clark. Sacks 17.5 from Mike Daniels and 4.5 from Kyler Fackrell and Nick Perry. My bad. 2 interceptions for Morgan Burnett, 2 from Demarius Randall, 1 from Ladarius Gunter, Dimitri Goodson, and HaHa Clinton-Dix. Let's check out the touchdowns. Do we have any? Nope, we did not, but Mike Daniels had a very good season. We were 4th on offense. What is the defense looking like here? 24th. Okay, so if we can get the defense up, we can do a lot better. What's his name? Wow. Aaron Rodgers come in this, and he did not. I just completely blanked on his name. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Tavon Austin makes it at number 7, and Aaron Rodgers makes it at number 10. Defensive Player of the Year, Mike Daniels comes in 2nd. That's actually kind of huge. Nobody else from the Packers, though. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Sterling Shepard comes in 8th. Not bad. Defensive Rookie of the Year does not go to Blake Martinez. That's okay, though. Deion Jones wins it. I think he probably deserved it. He probably played a lot better. But not a bad season for us, for experience and stuff, probably. I'm sure Mike Daniels has a lot. But offense, how's the experience? 22K from Tavon Austin, 21K from Devontae Adams is rather huge. What about the defense here? Mike Daniels actually only has 9,000. I expected him to have a bit more. But look at this. This is what I was trying to explain last time with the whole schemes being weird. So, I'm going to look at Joe Thomas's tackles. I didn't notice what he had. I'm pretty sure he played. Let me see. He had 83 tackles. Yeah, he definitely played. That means this is a that means this is a 3-4, okay? But let me just show you something. I didn't mess with the defensive schemes. I did touch the offensive schemes because I like the Pittsburgh playbook and vertical offense. I feel like it just makes the offense play better in general. So that's why I always change that. But the defensive playbook is still the Packers, and this is still what they had. So that means this playbook is a 3-4, but their scheme is a 4-3. As a motorcycle drives by me. But that doesn't make any sense. It's annoying. So I'm going to switch this to a 3-4. Just so that's what we're in, because that's what the Packers have. And I want to stick with their defensive playbook. So now that's what it was supposed to look like. But anyway, I'm going to, spend this experience, because I forgot with the playoffs, to be honest. So I'm going to spend the experience, and then I will catch you guys back up with the overalls. This is the updated team here. Tavon Austin is a 97 with confidence. He had a lot of experience, and he went up nicely. Literally, all I did, though, was get up his carrying, and he went up to like a 95, I guess. Wow, he's a 95 overall. Actually, maybe the computer did upgrade some other stuff, because I just got up his carrying as much as I could, and then I auto-upgraded the team later on, so maybe the computer got up some other stuff. I don't know. But Devontae Adams went up to an 88. That looks pretty good. And most of the offensive line went up. Let's check out the defense. Anybody here go up nicely? Doesn't really look like anybody had a significant upgrade, but, not bad, though. Let's take on the Cowboys here. Let's see if we can win. And I might as well, say the word now, because it's nice to say it right in the beginning. Apparently we're in 82, though. But the word I would like for you guys to comment is Nordy. Let's go with Nordy, because that is the coach's name. I don't think I'm going to be able to put on both color rushes because they're both white, aren't they? Yeah, I'm just going to go with the alternate for the Cowboys. But anyway, comment the word Nordy, N-O-R-D-Y, because our coach's name is Nordy Jelson. You know, a play on words of Jordy Nelson, of course. But if you made it into the video this far, I mean, this isn't that far into the video, but still, I thank you. Thank you very much. And I also want to give a shout out to my man Ninja Cheese, because last rebuild, I think I started to mention, like, a group of people who always comment on my videos, and I mentioned how, like, they're my friends and stuff. But I forgot to mention Ninja Cheese, and of course, he's my friend. He's my man. So, Ninja Cheese, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I know I responded to your comment when you mentioned something about that, but I wanted to make it more sincere than that, my man. So I made part of a video dedicated to Ninja Cheese. You're a cool guy, and you don't smell. 29-10, we got a touchdown, but this game is far over. 43-10. Oh my, that was horrible. The Cowboys just destroyed us. How did Aaron Rodgers play? Not even like as bad as I expected. He did throw an interception, which sucks, but like I expected him to have like 3 because of that performance. But Dak Prescott played very well. Ezekiel Elliott, 221 yards and a touchdown. Wow, he had a very good game. Even Tavon Austin still managed to get over 4 yards a carry, though. Receiving, Sterling Shepard played decently. Des Bryant had a touchdown. Jason Witten had a touchdown. Who had our touchdown, though? Not Lucky Whitehead. It was Devin Kajust. Okay, and Ezekiel Elliott also had a touchdown. Wow, he played very well. Tackles, though, Morgan Burnett had 11. David Harris had 10. I'm sorry for that car again. A whole bunch of people had 9. Tackles for loss, 1 from David Irving, and sacks, 1 from David Irving, Nick Perry, and Mike Daniels, and then a half a sack from DeMarcus Lawrence, Dimitri Goodson, and Cedric Thornton, and Kyler Fackrell, my bad, I forgot about him. And 1 interception came from Orlando Scandrick. We are in free agency now. Let's see if anybody here is worth signing. We have like 29 mil in cap room. Anybody interesting in here? Doesn't really look like it. There's a bunch of really random people. Lance Dunbar is an 81 overall. I didn't know he was actually that high, but I don't really think I'm going to sign anybody. Maybe I'll go after like a couple wide receivers like, you know, I always do because I'm boring. But anyway, I will see you guys in the draft. We are in the draft now. We actually have the first overall pick, which is huge. I'm probably going to trade it away because I don't think I really want anybody here, but let me just make sure. It actually turns out that I am going to take this pick because this guy is way too good to give up. Barry Robisky, he's 21 years old. I know he's going to have superstar development. And the 49ers are second, and I feel like they might take him, even though, the middle linebackers, their second need, but I still feel like they might take him, so I'm taking him now. 81 overall with superstar. That guy's amazing. With this pick, I am going with Quinn Morris, who looks very good. I hope he can come in and start at defensive tackle for us, so let's see what he's all about. 76 was slow. Oh no, that guy's horrible. New plan. I'm going to draft Hooper Bach here and throw him at defensive tackle. I hope that's a good idea. 76 with normal. He has good strength. He has good block shed, good power move. I think he actually might do well at defensive tackle for us. With this pick, I'm going with Leroy Lejeune. Lejeune? I think it's Lejeune. Leroy Lejeune. A very good name. I know I've pretty much, I think, only handled the defense here, but that's really all I need. 76 with normal. He's actually pretty good too. He might start. He's actually really fast. 80 speed is not bad. With this pick, I'm going with Joey Celestin. He's an early 3rd rounder. This is literally the first pick in the 2nd round, but I cannot risk this guy leaving because I think he's actually going to be decent. 78 was slow. He's ranked 11th, though. I think he's actually going to start for us. Honestly, I'm just going to take this guy because he has superstar development, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 72 was superstar. I'm just going to take him for that reason. I think he was the Heisman winner, so he might be the backup. I think I'll try to start him in front of Ty Montgomery, just so. I don't know, why not? But I'm going to trade this pick down because I really don't have anybody for here. With this pick, I'm going with Lacey Stallings. He looks pretty decent. I mean, if he's like a 75 plus with a good development trait, I might be able to sub him in for Brian Bulaga, but if not, you know, he's just on the team then. Pretty good stats, 70 overall, but I don't think he's going to get much playing time. With this pick, I'm going with Loletti Grant. I didn't even notice this guy's name, but he looks decent. Let's take him here. 72 with normal, but he's 21 years old. He's very young, so maybe, just maybe, he can come in and play. I'm not really too sure about that, though. With my last pick in this draft, I'm going with Richie Hilton. Not really the best cornerback of all time, but he actually had green, like, talent, which never happens, so I'm just going to take him. 68 with normal. That was a good pick, apparently. I mean, he's not bad. Like, decent press, decent zone, decent speed, I guess, and decent excel, you know. He's not really that bad. Sterling Shepard and 2 second-rounders for Sammy Watkins. Javon Hargrave, Quinn Morris, who is a defensive tackle, will be drafted with slow development, and a 3rd-rounder for Vontaze Burfict. This is the team for the second season. The reason why I don't have Sammy Watkins at the #1 receiver is that I think Davante Adams definitely deserves it, considering he had like 1,400 yards or something like that. Did he have... I don't remember how many yards he had. Maybe 1,300? Let me see. Either way, I think he deserves it. I don't remember how many yards he had, though. He had 1,352 and 12 touchdowns. I think he deserves it, honestly. Let me check out Sammy Watkins. You know, let me go in depth with this. If Sammy Watkins did better, I'm moving Sammy Watkins to #1 because that's only fair. You know, how did he do last season? 1,210. So Davante Adams actually played better. So Sammy Watkins is the #2, and Randall Cobb is still the #3 here. Tavon Austin is a 95 overall now. He's amazing. Okay, and then the offensive line is still very good. Tight end is still good enough, and I really like how this defense turned out, except for the cornerbacks. The cornerbacks are pretty rough, because I am starting this guy with slow, but maybe he can, like, do really well and get out of slow development. I don't know. But Bach is an 81. Kenny Clark is an 81. This Robisky guy is an 81. Like, I know Kenny Clark isn't a rookie anymore, but Blake Martinez is 79, still good. Vontez Burfict, a 91. I still have Kyler Fackrell on the team. I like this team, so I'm going to sim right to the midseason mark, and I hope we are doing well. Seems like the team is playing very well, as we are 6-1. We have to bring back Vontez Burfict, but that shouldn't be a problem. And Sammy Watkins, I should have thought of that before I traded for these guys, but it's alright. I don't normally get Vontez Burfict, so I don't mind paying for him. He's coming back. Sammy Watkins hopefully can come back as well. Oh, Clinton Dix is here too. Okay, we have a lot of people to bring back who are probably rather expensive. And Davante Adams, oh no. It's alright. Clinton Dix is coming back to the team. Davante Adams, Corey Linsley is another one. The Packers are going to be screwed in like 2 years. I know that, you know, obviously Sammy Watkins and Vontez Burfict won't be on their team to have to be brought back, but like all these guys after them are all on the Packers. So in like 2 years, the Packers are going to be in for some issues with some signing people. I feel like a lot of these people are going to go to free agency. I'm sure in a couple of years, I'm sure Richard Rodgers will go to free agency. I feel like Martellus Bennett's going to be on the team for a little while, if I had to guess. But just for like the rebuild purposes, I couldn't keep him. I really do like Martellus Bennett. I think he's a great tight end. He did wonders for the Bears and even played well last year for the Patriots when Gronk was out. But for a rebuild, he's not worth keeping because he's going to go down a lot. And tight ends really, honestly, tight ends don't matter that much unless it's like Jordan Reed or like Gronk. Those players sometimes get over 1,000 yards, but most people don't. Like most tight ends don't. Sorry for that weird cut. My bad. I got a little bit interrupted, but that's okay. The offensive experience does not look too badly. Everyone looks like they're doing pretty well. How about defense? Middle linebacker, 11,000 for this guy. That is great. 3,000 for Bach, 7,000 for Mike Daniels. I don't know what he ended with last year, but if he had 0 and now has 7,000, he must be having a very good year. This guy's 3.7 thousand, not bad, but team looks like they're playing very well. How's the division? Not very good. The Lions fell off 2-5, but you know, aside from us and the Bears, I guess the rest of the division, the Vikings and the Lions aren't doing too well. Even the Bears aren't doing the greatest. I mean, they're still over 500, which is nice, but it's also just the midseason, so any team can turn it around. But I'm going to scout these players, and hopefully I will see you guys in the playoffs. We're about to be at the end of the season here. Let's see how many games we ended up losing. We definitely made the playoffs. We got a first round bye, 14-2. Very, very good season here. Let's check it out, though. Let's see who we lost to. We lost one game in the preseason to the Raiders. We lost to the Vikings and the Ravens. Okay, that was a close game. What was the Vikings one? I didn't take notice. Very close game, too. We definitely could have won 16-0 this year. That would have been awesome, but lost 2 games by 1 possession. That is okay. Check out the stats, though. Looks like Big Ben won MVP once again, but Aaron Rodgers, 4,700 yards, 38 touchdowns, 12 picks. He was probably like top 5 for MVP if I had to guess. Tavon Austin, 1,500 yards, 16 touchdowns. I meant to start this guy as the backup, but I kind of forgot to. That's okay, though. And 0 fumbles, though. Tavon Austin had a fantastic season. Receiving, Sammy Watkins had 1,200 yards. Davante Adams had 1,200 yards. And Randall Cobb had 874. Getting Sammy Watkins was a great idea because he did just as well. Actually, he did a lot better than Davante Adams did because he had 5 more touchdowns. And Richard Rodgers still ended up playing pretty well. That was blocking. Not bad at all. Only 10 sacks let up all season is great. Barry Robisky had 130 tackles. Nick Perry had 102. Tackles for loss, 11 from Hooper Bach. 6 from Nick Perry and 6 from Mike Daniels. Sacks, not all that many, but 11.5 from Mike Daniels is still good, and 9 from Nick Perry is not bad at all. Interceptions, 3 from Barry Robisky, 2 from Nick Perry, who had a very good year. 102 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, 9 sacks, and 2 picks. I think he should be in defensive player of the year contention, but who knows. Demarius Randall had 2, Joey Celestin had 2, Ladarius Gunter, Morgan Burnett, and HaHa Clinton-Dix all had 1. And were there any touchdowns? I see at least 2. And there were 2. Joey Celestin and Morgan Burnett each had 1. We were first on offense, which is huge. I kind of expected that. Beep. Somebody beeped outside. And we were 13th on defense, which is not bad. Let's check out MVP. I keep stuttering over my words whenever it gets to the screen for some reason. But Aaron Rodgers does come in 3rd, which is not bad. And Tavon Austin comes in 9th. Jameis Winston gets in there too. That's pretty cool. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Aaron Rodgers comes in 2nd. Tavon Austin comes in 5th. Not bad. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Barry Robisky. Okay, that is huge. Nick Perry's in 4th. He actually did make it. That's cool. Nobody else from our team is in this. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jamichael Goings, who is actually our running back, comes in 7th there. Defensive Rookie of the Year does go to Barry Robisky. He probably has so much experience. Joey Celestin comes in 5th. Leroy Lejeune comes in 7th. Hooper Bach comes in 8th. And that's it from the team. Aaron Rodgers wins best quarterback. Might as well go through this because I accidentally hit over anyway. Tavon Austin is best running back. We do not have the best wide receiver, but Sammy Watkins is 3rd. Devontae Adams is 5th. Best O-line does go to David DeCastro and David Bakhtiari. And Corey Lindsley's in there too, with Brian Bulaga and Lane Taylor. We actually had everybody in there, which is cool. Best D-lineman, Mike Daniels comes in 9th. Best linebacker, Nick Perry comes in 2nd. Only if our guy, what was his name, Barry Robisky, if he could have won that, that would have been huge. But best defensive back, anybody from the Packers, doesn't look like it. Best kicker, where is Mason Crosby? Is he even on the team anymore? He is. It's pretty sick. But anyway, let's check out the experience, especially with that linebacker. He probably got so much. Let's check it out, though. Offense here, 19K from Tavon Austin, 19K from Sammy Watkins, 17 from Devontae Adams, 22 from Richard Rodgers, 17 from Aaron Rodgers. We have a whole lot of experience here. This guy is 714. Man, I was really hoping he'd have more than that because he came in 7th. That's okay, though. Defense, how much did the linebacker have? 73K. And he's 21 years old. This guy is phenomenal. Nobody else on the defense looks like they have that much. I mean, Mike Daniels did all right. Lejeune did okay. Nick Perry did all right. I mean, I'm going to spend this all and then see who we end up having to play. We have to take on the Redskins, as you can see over there, but I want to review the team quickly. It looks very good. This offense is phenomenal. Easily one of the best offenses I think we've had. And the defense is actually really good, too. Aside from cornerbacks and left end, this defense is very, very good. But this Robisky guy went up to a 91 overall, 93 with confidence. His stats, phenomenal. Still 21 years old, too. Even this defensive tackle is good. Kenny Clark's still good backing him up. But cornerbacks are the only issue with this team. But this guy still actually has good stats. His stats are not bad, and he's pretty quick. He'd be a good guy in a user league. HaHa Clinton-Dix, 88. I think that's what he was last year, though. Vontez Burfict, 93. Nick Perry up to an 88 with confidence. This team looks very good. So let's get into this game here. I already asked for a word. I did since we made the playoffs last season. But let's check out the overalls. We are a 90. They are an 87. I can believe a 90 because our defense overall, the defensive overall, probably isn't that great. But anyway, let's get into this game and I hope we can beat the Redskins. That game switched up very quickly. 25-24, 27-25, 30-25. And we won the game. Thank you very much for beating the Redskins. They kind of came back at the end. They started making a bit of a comeback there, but Aaron Rodgers looks like he played... Nah, actually, never mind. He didn't play all that well. 330 yards, 2 touchdowns is very good, but the 2 interceptions definitely hurt us a lot. Kirk Cousins played pretty much the same, honestly, but I would take Aaron Rodgers in this game over Cousins, even though Kirk Cousins has a better passer rating. Whatever. Tavon Austin still ran the ball well, but Robert Kelly had their touchdown. Not bad. Charles Sims is their running back as well. Josh Jackson, Jordan Reed, and Terrell Pryor all did pretty well. Randall Cobb had 2 touchdowns, though. Not bad. Check out tackles. Barry Robisky had 9, along with Morgan Burnett. 2 tackles for loss for Eugene Mays, who is a rookie, it seems. Two sacks from Mike Daniels and 1 from Leroy Lejeune. And 1 interception from Zach Brown, Ryan Kerrigan, and Joey Celestin. Not bad. At least we won. We have to take on the Cowboys here. It's a rematch of last year's divisional game, I think. And we got destroyed last year. Oh, no, wait. I think that was a wild card last year, actually. It was a wild card game, if I'm not mistaken. But we have to take on the Cowboys here again. Hopefully, it's not a repeat of what happened last time. Let's get with random uniforms for them. The 63 throwbacks. That's what they're going to be wearing. Very quick scoring. 38-20. Extremely quick scoring here at the end of the game. And we won. That was huge. We had 3 touchdowns in a span of a couple minutes in that game. But Aaron Rodgers somehow did not pass for a touchdown, but Dak Prescott got picked off 3 times. Tavon Austin, oh my lord, 161 yards, 5 touchdowns. What a game there. Ezekiel Elliott still ran the ball very well too, but Tavon Austin, ridiculous game. 11 total tackles for Demarius Randall, 10 from Byron Jones. No tackles for loss all game. Sacks, 1.5 from Nick Perry, 1 from David Irving, and a half a sack for Leroy Lejeune. Interceptions, 1 from Demarius Randall, Vontaze Burfict, and Morgan Burnett. We are heading to the Super Bowl against the 9-7 Chiefs. Not bad there. But we are obviously 14-2. We have a much better record than they do, but very similar overalls. They are only 2 less than we are. But I really hope we can win. That would actually be huge. Isn't this a rematch of like the first Super Bowl ever? Or something like that? I'm pretty sure the Chiefs played the Packers in the first Super Bowl, and the Packers won, of course, in like 60-something. I don't remember. I'm bad with the history of football in some cases, but I'm pretty sure it was like 67 or 8 or something like that. I think the Packers beat the Chiefs in the first Super Bowl. I don't know. I'm probably wrong. I'm actually going to Google this. Hold on a second. I was right. The Packers beat the Chiefs in the first Super Bowl on January 15th, 1967. According to History.com. You're welcome. I did already know that, but I always doubt myself whenever I say stuff in a video because I don't want to sound so confident and then be wrong and sound like an arrogant idiot, you know? No, this is too close. 21-19, still 26-21. We need a touchdown right at the end here. 27-26, 29-27. And we lost the Super Bowl. Why did we not kick a field goal at the end there? We were totally in field goal range. That pisses me off. EA just stole the Super Bowl from us. I swear. Maybe we didn't have any timeouts left, but that's just bad clock management, to be honest. But Aaron Rodgers keeps throwing interceptions in the postseason here, which is a bit annoying. Alex Smith played very well, though. Spencer Ware did well, as did Tavon Austin. Tavon Austin did very, very well again. Bradley Mears did, the best in the game, it seems. Check out the defense, though. Rameek Wilson had 10 total tackles. Barry Robisky had 10. 2 tackles for loss from Hooper Bach. 1 from Mike Daniels, Chris Jones, and Barry Robisky. 1 sack from Chris Jones, and then interceptions came from Ron Parker and Marcus Peters. That really sucks that we lost the Super Bowl. I swore we were about to win from a field goal. Maybe Mason Crosby missed it. I should have checked, but maybe he actually missed it. I don't know. We are now in free agency after that devastating Super Bowl loss. We have nearly 20 million cap room. Let's see if there's anybody here to bring in. Ryan Shazier. Michael Thomas, I have to build the best team I possibly can. Okay, so Ryan Shazier, 109 points. Hold on a second. I need this guy. 87. Oh my god, I'm not going to be able to do it. Let's see. Let's see how much it actually takes to get to 109. That's only 94. The Redskins, holy crap, they are overpaying for this man. That's 99. Do you see how much I'm paying this guy? Holy crap. 101. That's not even close still. Oh my, I'm doing it though. I don't care. I'm doing it. 105. Oh my god, this is so much money. 111. I got to 111. I'm doing this for Ryan Shazier. Look at this. Look at this contract. Oh my god. Hold on. See if I get to 110. Nope, it's still 109. I'm going to try to make this 110, and then I think I'm actually going to go after Michael Thomas. Because why not? Make this team even more ridiculous. No, actually, he's not worth it. Ryan Shazier is good enough. This is still all 109. Holy crap. Can I please just... 111. Whatever. It's 111 now. Michael Thomas, I'm actually not going to go after. I could really use a cornerback, to be honest, though, but... You know what? I will go after Michael Thomas and then trade whoever I don't want to start. I have no money. Oh, no. Oh, no. We have, like, no money. Is this enough? 80? Ah, it's 86. Are you serious? So I can't go after him. I'll go after Quincy Enunwa, though, and a couple other guys to see if I can actually trade for a cornerback, because I'm just going to sim this draft. I'm not going to participate in it because I didn't scout anybody, so that's always fun. Okay, this first round pick I'm getting here is just for an experiment, but this freaking Patrick dude, I don't even know his first name. I think it's like Lucas Patrick. He went up to a 77 randomly. He was like a 66 when this thing started, but the one season he had like 20,000 experience, but this is all just for an experiment. I want to see something. There goes my best offer at trying to get Marcus Peters. My lord, he is a 97 overall. That was why I got that other first rounder. I just wanted to try to do this. Turns out I'm getting Patrick Peterson instead, because it worked for him, but not for Marcus Cooper. So yeah, we're giving 2 first rounders and Blake Martinez for Patrick Peterson. This team is absolutely disgusting. So the offense is phenomenal. You know, 95 Aaron Rodgers, 97 Tavon Austin, 93 Sammy Watkins, 92 Devontae Adams, 90 Richard Rodgers, 93 David Bakhtiari, 90s everywhere pretty much. The defense is a bit worse considering this Lejeune guy still a 79 and Demaris Randall still a 78. But look at this linebacker core. Look at this linebacker core. 99 Ryan Shazier, 93 Barry Robisky. Like, what's Ryan Shazier's speed? Not even check his stats. Look at those stats. This guy, okay. Fantastic linebacker core. Easily the best linebacker core we've ever had. 93 Vontez Perfect. 95 Pat Pete. This team's amazing. This team's absolutely amazing. I feel like this team should go at least 14-2 again. I don't think we lost a step at all. Unless we have a harder schedule or something. I think this team should go at least 14-2 once again. The season is over, and we got another first round bye. How did we do? 14-2. I was right. We did go 14-2 again. I was really hoping for a 16-0 before Madden 17 ends, but I really don't think that's going to happen. This is one of the best teams we've had, so if it doesn't happen with this team, I can't really see it happening with anything else. But 3-1 in the preseason, not bad. 42-0 to the Vikings, 45-7 to the Jets, and we got destroyed, you know, casually, 42-7 against the Seahawks. How did that happen? Then putting up like crazy numbers again, 38-41 to the Cowboys. That game was super close, but like 52-10. Okay, so 52-10 to the Vikings, and then 42-0. So we outscored the Vikings 94-10. I think, right? 52 plus 42 is 94-10. 94-10. That's ridiculous. We scored 9.4 times as often as the Vikings did in those two games. Aaron Rodgers, though, 4,900 yards, 43 touchdowns, 11 picks. Very good season. Tavon Austin, 1,420 yards, 21 touchdowns. Ty Montgomery even has 14 touchdowns out of the backup. Look at him. He's an 82 as our backup running back. Receivers, though, Randall Cobb gets over 1,000 yards. Sammy Watkins gets 1,300 with 13 touchdowns. Devontae Adams has a down year considering his past stuff, but still 874, 8 touchdowns. Still a very good season. Richard Rodgers, 849, 6 touchdowns. That's really good, too. Blocking is, again, very, very solid. Ryan Shazier, 142 tackles. Morgan Burnett, 99. Nick Perry, 95. Vontez Perfect, 95. What's our other middle linebacker? Barry Robisky only had 79. That's rough. Tackles for loss, 14 from Mike Daniels, who also had 14.5 sacks. Vontez Perfect had 10.5. Leroy Lejeune had 8.5. My bad. I stuttered a little bit. Ryan Shazier, Clinton Diggs, and Patrick Peterson all had 4 picks. Morgan Burnett had 3. Joey Celestin had 2. And Demaris Randall had 1. Any touchdowns, my fault. We have at least 1, and it goes to Patrick Peterson. I actually did not know he went to LSU, if I'm honest. Actually, I do know that because Tyrann Mathieu did too. And they always compare them to those two together because they're like friends, whatever. 2nd and 14th, I think, is what happened. But we were 2nd in MVP to Dak Prescott. And then Ezekiel Elliott comes in 3rd. Tavon Austin comes in 5th. Let's check out Coach of the Year. Did we win Coach of the Year? We did not. We actually came in 2nd. All right. Check out NFC Offensive Player of the Year. We come in 3rd and 4th, where Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott come in 1st and 2nd. Nobody else from the Packers in this. That's okay, though. Defensive Player of the Year, Ryan Shazier comes in 2nd. Jalen Smith comes in 1st. The Cowboys just keep beating us a little bit. Mike Daniels comes in 5th. I'm surprised he actually made it. Nick Perry comes in 10th. All right, Offensive Rookie of the Year, as a very loud something goes by me. That's annoying. Defensive Rookie of the Year. It honestly seems like I would play Xbox with my friends with I have a different headset to talk to people because my Turtle Beaches, the ones I use when I'm not trying to talk to people, I can't talk through them. So I have another crappy headset just to talk. And when was this? A couple days ago, I was playing with my friend Brian, and every time a car came by, he would just mention how it seems like I'm playing from the middle of a highway, and I can kind of see that because of how loud the freaking cars are. But Aaron Rodgers comes in 2nd for best quarterback. That was a random tangent to go on, but it happened. Tavon Austin comes in 2nd for best running back. We're literally just in 2nd to the Cowboys all over the place. Look at we weren't 2nd there. We were 3rd, actually. Best O-line there. We're 2nd again. But David Bakhtiari, David DeCastro both make it. Corey Linsley makes it, but the rest of our offensive line's not there. Best D-line, we actually did not come in 2nd to the Cowboys this time. We actually came in 3rd. Actually, I might as well check if anyone else from our team's on this. Does not look like it. That's okay, though. Best linebacker, we come in 4th, and that's it. Best defensive back, maybe Patrick Peterson makes this. He does at number 8. Best kicker. Did we beat we actually didn't even make it. Oh, we did, actually, right there. Did the guy from the Cowboys make it? He did it. Actually, he did. Dan Bailey, number 2. Didn't even see that. I'm kind of tired, to be honest. It's only 11:23 at night, and I'm still tired. It happens, though. Whole lot of experience going on in the offense. A good amount for everybody. How about the defense here? You know, not as much, but still not bad. I'm probably just going to auto-upgrade the team here. And then I will see you guys with, you know, whoever we play. Look at this. We have to take on the Cowboys. If the Cowboys freaking beat us, I'm done. I will end rebuilds forever. No, that's not true. We are 94, though. They are on 91. I'll be super upset, though, if the Cowboys ended up beating us. Let us go with some classics now. 2000s alternate throwback. Let's get those. They can have their color rush uniforms because they seem like they deserve it because they played a lot better in the season, it seems like, even though we had one more win and one less loss than they did, but whatever. Anyway, hopefully we can win. 31-28. Can we win? Can we close out the game? We do. 31-28. We pretty much had control of that game the entire way, which is always nice. Aaron Rodgers still throwing interceptions. What's up with this? Why does he keep throwing interceptions? Dak Prescott played a lot better, I think. Actually, how many yards did they both have? I didn't even check that. You know, Aaron Rodgers had like 114 more yards, but I think Dak Prescott still played better. Tavon Austin, though, 148 yards, 1 touchdown. Definitely did better than Ezekiel Elliott did. And Dak Prescott got a rushing touchdown, too. Tavon Austin actually received the ball. Like, he had the most receptions in this entire game. I don't know why it took me so long to say that. But Sammy Watkins had over 100 yards, not bad. Jalen Smith had 16 tackles, 14 solo. That was really good. 10 tackles by Ryan Shazier, who also had a tackle for a loss, and so did Mike Daniels. Malik Collins had their 1 sack and the game's only sack, and Jalen Smith and Anthony Brown each had a touchdown, each had an interception. Jalen Smith seemed like to be the best defensive player on the field. He had 16 tackles and an interception. That was a really good game from him. Looks like we have to take on the Seahawks, who are 13-3. They're very good as well. They usually are. We are a 94 still. They are a 91. I think that's what the Cowboys just were, with the same overall. I mean, with the same record too. So I'm actually gonna go with those 2000s alternate classics again. Or alternate throwback, whatever, because that seemed like it worked because we beat the Cowboys. So they can have their color rush uniforms. 31-27, one more touchdown, 38-27. This might be out of reach. I think it might be. And we win 38-27, was that? I think. Yeah, 38-27, Aaron Rodgers. If he threw another interception. Come on, my dude. Why do you keep throwing interceptions? I think he played better than Russell Wilson this time, though, because he had a lot more yards, better completion percentage, and 2 more touchdowns. But Tavon Austin literally is the MVP of every game for us, I think, because he always has like 150-plus yards with 2 touchdowns or something. Eddie Lacy even ran the ball pretty well for them, too, though. Doug Baldwin had the most catches, who had the most yards. Randall Cobb, not bad, and a touchdown. Devontae Adams got 2 touchdowns. Might as well did the... Actually, how many touchdowns did the Seahawks had? Only 1, so let's check out who got their touchdown. You know, why not? Thomas Rawls. Alright, good to know. Bobby Wagner, 15 tackles. Cam Chancellor, 12 tackles. Not bad. Michael Bennett, 2 tackles for loss. Frank Clark, 1. No sacks the whole game, I don't think, right? Yeah. And the 1 interception came from Richard Sherman. Okay, I can forgive Aaron Rodgers for throwing an interception to Richard Sherman because, you know, come on, it's Richard Sherman. It's another Super Bowl rematch here. We have to take on the Chiefs again. I might as well run down the team one last time. This team looks amazing. Honestly, there's a lot of A's. 2 A+, 3 A pluses on the offense with confidence, which is very nice. All wide receivers are A's, which is beautiful looking. Defense, any more C's? No. With the confidence, there are no more C's, and there's 2 A pluses here. All A's for the linebackers. This team looks amazing. So let's take on the Chiefs, and I really hope we're able to win this time. If they beat us again, I won't do anything. But we have 7 overall points on them. We should totally win. It's 28-10, 35-10. It's 35-10. We are winning. This is good. 38-17, 35-17. What am I saying? 38. We won. 35-17. We conquered the Chiefs finally. We beat they beat us last year in the Super Bowl, where I think we actually were, like, you know, supposed to win, because I think we were in field goal range and we just either missed the kick or we didn't have any timeouts, or Madden just ruined it. I don't know. But anyway, we won. We won a Super Bowl, so Mike McCarthy, you know what to do, my man. Hire me. I know you're out there, so hire me. I scouted some beasts in this. I traded for some beasts. I signed Ryan Shazier. I broke the bank to sign him, and that's very unrealistic, but I don't care. It's a Madden simulation. Tavon Austin, number 89, gets Super Bowl MVP, 139 yards, 1 touchdown. Very good game there. Fantastic end of the rebuild here. This is actually a very successful rebuild in general. We made the playoffs all 3 years, almost won back-to-back Super Bowls. That would have been nice. Very good offense. Easily the best offense I think I've ever had in a rebuild, and definitely the best wide receiver core. I mean, yeah, that's probably true too, but I meant to say best linebacker core that I've ever had. But yeah, there's Sammy Watkins, Ryan Shazier. It looks like maybe Barry Robisky's up there, and what's his name? Aaron Rodgers. Why do I keep blanking on Aaron Rodgers' name? Like, it's not like he's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL or anything. That's actually Tavon Austin, my bad. I just saw some guy in the back, and I thought it was somebody else, but it's actually Tavon Austin. But anyway, I'll do a very quick rundown of the stats. Aaron Rodgers looks like he played better than Alex Smith did. He had 3 touchdowns, not bad. Tavon Austin, of course, was the MVP. Sammy Watkins had a good game. Who's Mears? He was actually, yeah, he was on their team last year. Bradley Mears, I do remember him now. Total tackles, Ron Parker had 9. 1 tackle for loss for Vontaze Burfict, Justin Houston, and Chris Jones. There's 1 combined sack from Mike Daniels and Joey Celestin, and 1 interception from Marcus Peters, who should have been on our team if the Chiefs accepted the trade. But they did not, of course, because he's a 97 overall. That's still ridiculous. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching this, rebuild of the Packers. Even though they did not need a rebuild, they're a very good team, of course. If you guys want me to do any other team specifically, let me know in the comments. But make sure it's a team that I have not rebuilt yet. There's like maybe 7, 6 or so that I have not done yet. I can't get to them all. So, just let me know which one you guys want to see more than others. I don't know. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.